Imagine a world where everything you know, all the powerful nations and systems you see today, simply vanished. Not over centuries, but in the blink of an eye, within less than 50 years, entire civilizations were gone, erased from history. This isn't a sci-fi movie scenario. This is the true, perplexing story of 1177 BC, a year that marked the collapse of an entire era. Picture the United States, China, and the European Union all falling apart at the same time, wiped off the map tomorrow. That's how sudden and catastrophic the Bronze Age collapse was, affecting the greatest powers of its time across vast lands. The mighty empires of Egypt, the Hittites and Mycenae, once gleaming beacons of civilization, crumbled into dust and silence. Before this mysterious catastrophe, the world was actually thriving, connected by an amazing, intricate network of trade. It was humanity's very first global economy, a vibrant web of commerce stretching across the entire Mediterranean Sea region. Ships sailed laden with precious goods, binding distant lands and diverse cultures in a shared, growing prosperity. These ancient societies relied heavily on two crucial metals, tin and copper, the essential building blocks for bronze. Bronze was the advanced material of its day, shaping powerful weapons, intricate tools, and fueling the growth of these impressive cultures. Cities shimmered with gold, intricate crafts, and towering monuments, testaments to human ingenuity and a period of relative peace. Life was good, perhaps the best it had ever been, filled with innovation, rich culture, and bustling, lively marketplaces. Then, something dramatically shifted. A dark shadow fell across this prosperous and interconnected world, shaking its very foundations. A new, terrifying force emerged from the swirling sea mist, bringing widespread fire and utter destruction wherever they landed. These were the enigmatic Sea Peoples, a name given by history because their true identity remains a chilling, unsolved mystery. Who exactly were these relentless invaders? Where did they come from? To this day, scholars still debate their origins and motives. They swept across the coastal regions, a relentless tide of chaos, leaving behind a grim trail of smoking ruins and widespread despair. Archaeological sites bear stark witness to their destructive power. Grand palaces burned, strong defenses breached, entire cities obliterated. From the shores of modern-day Turkey to the rich, ancient lands of Egypt, their sudden brutal presence brought widespread devastation. The once proud Hittite Empire, a formidable rival to Egypt for centuries, was among the very first to fall completely. Mycenaean Greece, with its grand citadels and legendary warrior kings, also met a sudden, shocking, and violent end. But this was far more than just warfare and invasion. It was a perfect storm, a terrifying combination of multiple disasters. Powerful earthquakes shook the very foundations of these great cities, toppling temples and fortifications built to last forever. Long periods of terrible drought plagued the land for years, withering essential crops and causing widespread famine across the entire region. Trade routes, the very lifeblood of these connected societies, were abruptly cut off, choking economies and causing severe shortages. And then, the relentless invasions. The Sea Peoples were perhaps just one part of this massive, multifaceted collapse, not the only cause. Imagine a series of dominoes, each one representing a different disaster, falling one after another, creating an unstoppable chain reaction. One event weakened a civilization, making it incredibly vulnerable to the next devastating blow, until nothing was left standing. The intricate system that had supported these grand empires simply couldn't withstand so many devastating pressures all at once. The very interconnectedness, once their greatest strength, ironically became their biggest weakness, allowing the collapse to spread rapidly. The consequences were incredibly profound, plunging humanity into what historians have famously called the Dark Ages. For hundreds of years, knowledge, progress, and much of the existing culture seemed to mysteriously vanish from the world. Writing, a cornerstone of record-keeping, governance, and cultural transmission, largely disappeared from many important regions. The beautiful art and sophisticated craftsmanship of the Bronze Age gave way to much simpler forms, if they existed at all. International trade dried up almost entirely, isolating communities and forcing them to tragically fend for themselves. Population centers shrank dramatically, and the grand, bustling cities became mere desolate shadows of their former glory. It was a complete societal reset, a painful step backward for human development, a long period shrouded in historical fog. The memory of the Bronze Age's splendor slowly faded, replaced by fragmented tales and countless archaeological riddles. The world had to slowly rebuild piece by painful piece from the vast ashes of this forgotten, devastating catastrophe. Even today, the year 1177 BC remains one of history's most compelling, yet also unsettling, chilling, and utterly unsolved mysteries. It serves as a stark and powerful reminder that even the mightiest, most advanced civilizations are incredibly fragile. They are always susceptible to unseen forces, complex interactions, and the relentless march of unexpected events. Perhaps the lesson lies in understanding how complex, interconnected systems can unravel so quickly and with such devastating speed. A profound warning from the distant past about the delicate balance between prosperity, stability, and potential rapid downfall. The whispers of those lost empires still echo across time, asking us to ponder what truly happened and what we might learn. The Bronze Age collapse, a profound enigma, a pivotal turning point that reshaped the course of human history forever.